Okay, okay, I got a Halloween joke for you.
Okay.
Um, there is a full on Southern revival, canvas tent, spiritual meeting,
Okay.
and this preacher gets up and he's full of fire and brimstone, and he's preaching the word, and he says, "Now I want you all to know I believe in the afterlife. And I have traveled across this land, east and west, north and south, and I've spoken to groups of people just like you, good people, God fearing people. And I've always asked this question: how many of you in your life have ever seen a ghost? Because I believe in the afterlife. I believe there is something after our mortal life. And I want to know who here has seen a ghost?" And about half the audience, maybe a third, kind of tentatively put their hands up. He sees the people put his hands up and he says, "Hallelujah! God bless you people. You have seen proof of the afterlife. God bless you." He says, "Now here's where the rubber meets the road. I want to know who here amongst our brothers and sisters in the congregation today have actually touched a ghost. Who out here in the crowd, I want to know, has touched a ghost? Because I have traveled east and west, north and south, all across this great land, across God's country, and I want to understand who here has touched a ghost." And far fewer people, only maybe 50 people in this crowd of thousands, put up their hands. But they put up their hands and they say, "Hallelujah! Look at these people. These people have been blessed. They have actually touched, they have physically interacted with what comes after. These people are chosen by God. They are blessed. Everybody give them a round of applause." And the people cheer, and there's dancing and screaming, and the crowd goes wild. They want to hear this. He goes, "Finally, I want to know, never in all my travels, all across this land, in all the years I have been preaching the good word, in all of the sanctuaries and tents and fields and riversides I've spoken in, nobody has ever answered yes to this question before.
Ooh.
I want to know, anybody in this room, have you ever physically laying with a ghost in the biblical sense? Is there anybody who has ever had relations with a ghost before? Please stand forward. Have you ever been with a ghost?" And it's quiet. It's so quiet, Paul. And finally, tentatively, one hand at the back goes up. And the people around kind of start reacting and going. And one of the spotlights in this big tent revival swings around. And you see this man at the back with his hand up. And this preacher up at the counter says, "Do my eyes deceive me? Sir, are you saying that you have, in a physical sense, had sexual relations with a ghost before? Is this true?" And the hand stands up and he puts up, he says, and the preacher goes, "Hallelujah! This is a man who has been as close to the afterlife as is possible to be. Come on up here. Come on up on stage." And the people are cheering and music's playing and they're cheering and clapping and laughing and dancing in the aisles. And this guy comes up and now he's all grins. He was nervous and anxious, but he sees how accepting everybody is. So he comes up on stage. And this preacher puts his arms around him. He goes, "Now, sir, I would like for you to tell me the story. What happened? How did you have sexual relations with a ghost?" And the guy says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said goat."
Goat.
Goat.
You said ghost, and he thought you meant goat.
It's funny because it's
Joke's
about
on him.
reality.